Hello, it is Friday, April 21st, 2023. I'm Chris Primo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It is a Friday puzzle today, which means we have the first of two themeless crosswords for the week, Friday and Saturday, and this first of two themeless editions of the Daily Solve for this week has been brought to us by Henrik Koskinen, David Innes, Josh Lucas, and, as always, the invaluable Timothy Mark and the indomitable Shoalmaster. So thank you so much to the five of them, benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign, for their generous support. They are sustaining this channel. They're keeping this whole series going. They're making all of this a sustainable effort for me. So thank you so much to them and to everybody who has backed the Patreon campaign. I really do appreciate your support. If you'd like to support the channel yourself, you can head over to patreon.com/dailysolve or click the link in the description field underneath the video. And there, as a patron, of course, you can get, well, as a benefactor, you can get the Daily Solve Let's Check the Crosses mug. And as a member at any other level, you can get, well, any level at all, including that one, you can get access to all of the bonus videos that have gone up on the channel to date, as well as the new ones that go up each week. And of course, today I'm due another mini puzzle pseudo speed solve, so look forward to that if you're a patron. Please do also subscribe to the YouTube channel if you've not gotten around to that, and you can also join the Daily Solve Discord chat server. There's a link in the description field to that as well. All right, so having said all of that, let's get on to today's crossword, which is a collaboration between Erica Sung-Wojcik and Matthew Stock. Erica, I believe, has constructed a small handful of puzzles, and Matthew, a couple of dozen, I believe. So there we go. Those are our two constructors, and this puzzle was edited, of course, as always, by Will Shorts. So let's start solving, and again, as a Friday puzzle, there's no theme. This is just straight clue solving, but sometimes on Fridays, the clues are a bit misdirecting and punny. We'll have to see. Scholarship offering group. Oh, there are probably many possibilities here. I wonder if it's maybe the NCAA, which offers athletic scholarships. Not sure. Trade letters. Could be... No, never mind. Got NAFTA confused with NATO. Anyway. Drink company with a wave in its logo. I think Ocean Spray, which makes the kind of cran drinks. Cran apple, cran... I don't know, raspberry maybe. I'm not actually sure. But sort of cranberry hybrid fruit juices. They're armed to the gills. So let's see if that works. They're armed to the gills. So armed to the gills means, I mean, it essentially means the same thing as armed to the teeth, but I don't know if we're using that in that general idiomatic sense or if this is something to do with fish because of gills, especially given it's a Friday. They're armed to the gills. Are there any creatures with arms and gills? I'm not sure. Former NBA All-Star boozer. I don't know. Period of one's life in TikTok talk. Oh, wow. An era? Is there anything about that that's particular to TikTok? Not sure. Actress Gunn of Breaking Bad, Anna Gunn, was on the show Breaking Bad. Whoops. Sticks together, a nest maybe. Sticks put together could comprise a nest. And something's off with this. I'm not sure. What about this, though? Took in. If you took something in, you ate it, maybe. That's one of the ways you could take something in. This is your brain on drugs spot, e.g. in brief. That's a PSA, a public service announcement, where they show, what was it, eggs? Or did they do that with more things than just eggs? I think they would show eggs, and then they would scramble the eggs to metaphorically put them on drugs. 2-to-1, e.g. 2-to-1 is a ratio, mathematically. A Mexican marinade could be asada, maybe? No, that's not a marinade. Sorry. Adobo? That's a marinade. Sorry, asada would mean roasted. Fabulists, fabulations are yarns. So a fabulist, someone who tells tales, who tells fables in particular, could spin a yarn. Okay. Oh, beefy filling. Oh, that's funny. Carne asada. Good, good confluence there of thoughts in my head. So we have adobo sauce or marinade, and then carne asada, the roasted meat, beef generally. Something's off with this. Something's off with, a sale, as in prices are, you could say it's 5 off, it's on sale. Jorge Luis Borges vis-a-vis William Faulkner or Franz Kafka? Oh, translate. Oh, that's interesting. Did Borges translate Faulkner and Kafka? That's amazing. I didn't know that. Wow. That's really interesting information. Pleased to have learned that through this crossword. They're armed to the gills. Oh, octopi? Is that the case? Which I think are really more properly in English octopuses, but that's I guess they have arms and gills. I guess that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. That's a clever clue. Former NBA All-Star boozer, right? I don't know what this is. Lengua with a tilde. Language with a tilde in Spanish. Is it simply Espanol? No, it's not. What language would have a tilde spelled in Spanish? I don't know. I can't think. All right. Concerning with of. And low notes could be booze, maybe, as in, I don't know. You're sort of giving somebody notes, and you have a poor opinion of what they've done. I don't think that's a bit too convoluted of a pun, I think. Oh, but it could simply be moos, as in cows lowing, cows mooing, or cows lowing, which are synonymous. Highlands are mesas. The sort of geological formation. Scatter is disperse. Seeds, for instance. It's not you, it's me. Ego. Ego is, yourself in some sense. Well, and I in Latin, I suppose. 1920 play from which the word robot comes. That's RUR, which is Rossum's Universal Robots, maybe, by, I want to say, Karel Čapek, Czech playwright, and I've never seen it actually, but it's famous, at least as far as I know, it's primarily famous for introducing the word robot via that title, and presumably the content of the play as well. Anyway, that's the answer. Needle in a way. This could be a noun or a verb. It could be a noun in the obvious manner, and it could be a verb to needle somebody, to sort of kid somebody or bother somebody, but I'm not sure. Non-committal assent. I guess so. Oh, no. Sorry. So, to sew something, to needle it with thread, in that sense. That's probably the correct thing. This looks like 4 words, maybe? Obsolescent 2-in-1 device. So maybe not. Obsolescent 2-in-1 device. Oh, I'm not sure. I wish I could just jump right to that. That'd be great. That's just the way it is. And what's the word, question mark? Word being capitalized makes me wonder if this is, well, it's certainly a proper noun, but what is the proper noun? Is it word processing software, Microsoft Word? Not sure. Cuyahoga Valley National Park setting. I don't know. Where's Cuyahoga Valley? I don't think I know that. Draped garment could be a sari, maybe? Is this Ohio? Oh, a watch, a calculator watch. Right, I remember being below a certain age and thinking a calculator watch was just an amazing, incredible device. All right. Seems very impractical when I try to imagine it now using all those tiny little buttons. What's the word? Why do I not see what that is? Oh, the status quo? That's just the way it is, the status quo. Right, just sort of the existing state of affairs. Oscar or Felipe to Miguel in Pixar's Coco. Oh, I saw this film. I don't remember these particular names of the characters, but they must be his uncles. So Tío for uncle in Spanish. And because this is only referring to Oscar or Felipe, we're only referring to one uncle. So Tío, not Tíos with an S. What's the word? What is the word? I don't know. Was out of one's league, so to speak. I wonder if this is dated up, as in you sort of were going out with someone perceived to be kind of in a class above you, so you were dating up. You were kind of out of your league. what's the word? Oh, scripture, as in the word of God, as in a sort of religious or biblical sense. All right. And then no more than passing from one room into another, per Helen Keller. Is that dying? Is that a description of dying? Let's see. EC is to French. No, maybe not. EC is to French as aquí is to Spanish, right here. So what is this? Oh, maybe, oh, death. Okay, so same idea, but the sort of strict noun rather than the gerund. Okay, a spin could be said to be a turn, and clodbusters could be hoes. In gardening, you could break up a clod of earth with a hoe. Confessors, confession, so you would confess your sins to a confessor, again in a religious sense. And more than 75% of Finland environmentally would be forests. That sounds extremely correct to me, so that I very much feel as though that's a good inference there. Jingle Bells contraction, o'er the hills we go, in the lyrics of the song Jingle Bells. And they've got bills for their newborns. Are they storks? Also also making an association with the classic stork myth, bringing children. But what does it mean in the pun? What does the pun mean? They've got bills for their newborns. Does it just mean they literally possess bills and that's it? Oops. I guess so. Let's try it and see. What about this one? Best kept is the safest. The best kept secret, for instance, could be the safest secret. Okay, there's something puzzling me. This looks like I've got to ask or something like that. No, maybe not. I have to ask? Maybe that's it. And then what about this? Half a cocktail. Maybe it's a something and something, like a gin and tonic or a gin and it, or a, what else is two words? A rum and coke, not sure. Can't see it. Many a handle. A tool or any a handle? Not sure. Handle could be username online. I'm not sure. Mother of Artemis. Is this Leto? I think Leto, didn't Leto come up in a recent crossword? Let's check this one. Type. Ilk. Your type, your ilk, your sort, kind. So maybe that is Leto then. And then many a handle is a knob, maybe, as in a door handle or a cabinet handle. And Law and Order SVU actors Ice-T certainly come up many times in the crossword. Shredded is torn to bits, I bet. Oh, maybe tore to bits, because that would allow this V to work better. One of 17 spaces on a Monopoly board could be an avenue. That's certainly one of the street name types on Monopoly. And half a cocktail. Oh, a Mai Tai. Right, okay. I misled myself by trying to think of cocktails with an and, whereas I should have been thinking of cocktails with two words as well. So Mai is half of a Mai Tai. Where servers work around the clock. Oh, it's not the my bit, it's the tie bit, sorry. I didn't even stop to think which was the proper half of the cocktail. Because anyway, this is a data center where servers work around the clock. So servers in this case meaning computer servers as opposed to wait staff. All right, if you've lost all patience, you've had it. I've had it. I've lost all patience. Home of the Sawtooth Wilderness. This looks like Idaho to me. So that must be right. Turkic language. Tatar is a Turkic language, pretty sure. Of the Tatar people. Let's see if that works. Landmark 1990 anti-discrimination legislation for short. Yes, that makes sense. The ADA, the Americans for Disability, the Americans with Disabilities Act, which mandates various sort of accessibility features in U.S. buildings and other places, other things. Number ones, EGs could be number one songs, hits. And number one spots are, not sure. What about this? Company famous for its trucks. No, I don't know. Is this not calculator watch? It must be. Cut off, lop off, so to lop something off, to cut it off. And Aer Lingus is a major Irish airline. There's that. Red eye ingredient could be espresso, maybe. You have too much caffeine and your eyes become a bit red, maybe. Is that what that's getting at? Like a roast pig. So a roast pig is roasted on a spit over a fire, so it's spitted. And a certain spoken word performer is a beat poet, which is a form of spoken word performance. Number one spots are, why do I still not see what this is? Not sure. We'll keep looking. Kindergarten stuff could be ABCs. Oh, sorry. Well, not sorry, because I think beat poet was reasonable, but this is a slam poet, which is another form of spoken word performance, so that's also fine. Kindergarten stuff could be your ABCs, and horror actor Lugosi is Bela Lugosi, who was Dracula, most famously, but also played many other roles. Power Ender, Powerade is a drink brand, a sort of sports drink, I think, so that's plausible. If one finalizes business with someone, one does a deal. There we go. And unaccompanied in a way musically, with vocal music, unaccompanied could be a cappella. So you're singing without musical accompaniment. A scholarship offering group is finalizes business with close a deal. No. Okay, so maybe this isn't the NCAA. Good, I didn't write it in. Bleck. Oh, no, maybe it is, because this also looks like I want this to be cuts a deal, finalizes business with, maybe, because then Bleck could be yuck, and this could be NCAA, which is the National Collegiate Athletics Association or something. And then trade letters, NYSE maybe, as in stocks, trading stocks and shares. So the New York Stock Exchange, one of the major U.S. stock exchanges. So an attempt is a stab. You take an attempt at something, you take a stab at it. And great in Arabic is akbar. There we go. And lingua with a tilde. Oh, it is Espanol. Sorry. I'm sorry, that must have looked completely ridiculous when I was earlier claiming that Espanol didn't fit here. I was thinking of the French spelling of it because I'm just so much more familiar with that. Sorry, I didn't even realize I was doing that. I apologize. All right. Well, anyway, that came together finally. Former NBA All-Star boozer. It looks like Carlos to me, so let's try it and see. Concerning with of, apropos, if something's apropos of something, it's on that topic. And then go ahead, you could give somebody a go ahead, give them the nod, and there we go. That was the Friday crossword. I think that was pretty well tuned difficulty-wise for a Friday. It had some difficult things in it, but it wasn't brutally difficult as far as Fridays go. And we had some fun entries like Calculator Watch and Slam Poet. And one of my favorite bits of knowledge from the crossword in a long time is Jorge Luis Borges vis-a-vis William Faulkner or Franz Kafka. They're translated. That's just amazing to me. I find that an extraordinary fact. I'm very pleased to have learned it. So there we go. That was a fun solve. And let's see. I think I did. Let's see. One more time. I think I did round up a few clues from yesterday's puzzle. Maybe just two. Yes, just two. So here we go. Dragon Traces explains. So the answer that I read as the Big S, which was the baseball themed video game, should have been pronounced the Bigs for the big leagues, which I'm sure I've heard before and I should have inferred. Although Gary Britton says it also could mean the Big Show, which I gather is another way to refer to Major League Baseball. And then Nix Hicks explains what a sad iron is. A sad iron, which was referenced in yesterday's puzzle, is pointed at both ends rather than flat at the bottom as a modern iron usually is, and has a removable handle. Sad here means heavy or ponderous. That's interesting. These were generally sold in sets of 3 irons with one handle, so one could be heating 2 while using the third. Oh, fascinating. There we go. All right. Well, thank you for that explanation. And that was all I had from posts about yesterday's clues. So thank you to the the 3, I suppose, people who commented on those. And thank you to you for watching till the end of the video. I'll be back tomorrow, of course, for the Saturday crossword, another themeless puzzle, maybe a little tougher than this one. We'll have to see. So do join me for that. But until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Friday. Take care.